everyone, I'm Brett Sparkman. We now will continue our coverage of the manhunt going on downtown by going live to former Special Agent of the FBI, Willis Johnson. Willis?
Am I live?
Willis, can you give our viewers a sense of what the tensions are like down there at the scene?
Well, things are starting to calm down a little bit here. We've entered a fairly common stage in situations like this. The suspect has nowhere to go at this point. So how things progress from here is, oddly enough, on the suspect himself.
I see. Now, what would be the next move for the police right now?
Now, what you're gonna want to do here is establish communications with the suspect.
And how would they do that?
Now, there are several options in the policeman's toolbox. There's the low-tech option, which is simply 2 soup cans and a piece of string. Now, the most important thing with 2 soup cans and a piece of string is you want to slowly lower the soup can using the pulley system so as not to disturb the suspect. Now, the benefit of 2 soup cans and a piece of string is that if communications are ever severed, you can just tie the soup can to the new piece of string and move on from there. Eventually, if communications are cut enough, you're right next to the guy and you can just tackle him.
I see. Now, what would be a more modern approach other than the 2 soup cans?
A little bit more modern of an approach is what's known as the phone toss. Now, that's not self-explanatory enough. Let me explain. With the phone toss, what you do is toss a phone. The most important thing with the phone toss is you need a good phone tosser. If the guy's too strong, I've actually seen him toss the phone right over the building. Then you gotta go back to, the station. You gotta talk to Gil with the gimpy leg. He wants to go home to his wife. You have to fill out the forms in triplicate. It's a mess. I also remember a situation back in 74. No, 75. No, it was New Year's Eve 74. A guy, Johnny Dame, on the phone right into the friggin' ground. It shattered, so we ended up using 2 soup cans and a piece of string.
Interesting. Now, are there any more, let's call it, high-tech solutions? What would you do if you were in charge of this scene? What would be Agent Johnson's next move?
Now, right now, it's important for officers to assess the situation and get eyes on what they can't see. But you don't want to put your men at any additional risk. So I'm sending in someone who cannot get hurt. I'm sending in my robot.
Well, is it R2-D2 or C-3PO?
Buddy, I'm 10 minutes away from the studio by foot. Now, most police stations have 2 robots. There's the communications robot, who comes equipped with a speaker and a camera, so you can begin to establish communications with the suspect. There's also the bomb robot. Now, if you think the suspect has a bomb, you will send in your bomb robot. Now, the 2 are very similar, but the bomb robot comes equipped with scissors for a left hand, but does not have the speaker. So he also comes with 2 soup cans and a piece of string. Now, right now, Brass is making the decision which one of their robots they're going to send in.
Well, Willis, if each robot is so specialized, why wouldn't you just send in both? Willis? Willis, can you hear me? Well, we seem to be having some trouble with the audio right now.
No, I heard you. I was wondering if you heard you.
Excuse me?
What, are you crazy? I'm not sending in 2 robots. I'm not an idiot.
I'm sorry?
You send in 2 robots, they get a glimpse of each other, they start fighting. Is that what you want?
No.
Robots only have 2 programmings. There's follow the officer's command and kill every other robot. I remember an incident back in '87. Some hotshot rookie like you thinks, oh, I'll send in both my robots. Double my pleasure. Next thing you know, is freaking Terminator 2 down there.
I'm sorry. I did not know.
God forbid they become sentient, start working together. You got freaking robot apocalypso going on around there. I'm not sending in 2 robots. I'll send 100 of my guys to their death. I'll send my wife, my kids, my dog Muffins. I love that dog. You know I love Muffins. Muffins is my screensaver, and I've sent him to his death before I send in 2 robots. I'll send in SEAL Team 6 sewn together like human centipedes. I'll get my son to have a sex change and seduce the suspect before I send in 2 fucking robots. And I'll chop my own dick off.
And thank you, Agent Johnson. Obviously, he's a little bit too close to the situation. When we get back, how deadly is this meteorite headed towards Earth? And more importantly, how is it going to affect your holiday weekend?
I am an evil genius. I know.